I ordered the female some Domino's.
Uh-huh.
She didn't even save me any. Like, I had it sent to her work. And she
Uh,
didn't even save me any pizza.
aw.
I know. You gotta hit the record. You already did hit the record button.
Yep. So,
Hello.
hello. This Oh, okay. Encounters right off the bat.
Moon Maiden. Man, on the moon they grow 'em tall.
Yes. We have some, The enemies we encounter here are actually some of the same ones we encounter in the final dungeon of the game. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, and she hits pretty hard at this point. However, Moon Maiden, I know, at least in the original game, hopefully it's not different here, but she does have a very small chance of dropping Rose's best weapon in the game.
Mm.
It's one of those 1 in 128 sort of things.
You should try to steal from her.
Oh, we can steal it?
I don't know.
Oh.
You can try.
We can give it a try, I suppose. Don't know how much good it's gonna do. Especially since how hard they're hitting us. Oh, okay. Wait, that works.
Artemis arrows.
Well, that's it's the weapon I was referring to is the Artemis bow, but it's close enough, I think. Oh
Maybe she drops the bow, but you can steal the arrows.
Yeah.
Which would work out.
Oh dear lord. They counterattack pretty frequently.
Yeah, they suck.
Yep. Fire Auga.
Edge is dead. He's about to be dead. Yep. Man, this place ain't no joke.
It really isn't. Okay. I like.
Look how flat he is.
Ooh, nice. Thank you. They dropped another really good piece of equipment, the Minerva Bustier.
Did you see how flat?
Yeah, Fusoya.
I told you he's a fish man.
Let's see. Gives a really nice boost into most of her stats.
Yeah, but it makes her stupid.
The rest go down a little bit, but I think overall the pros outweigh the cons.
That's 20 drop in intelligence. Isn't that your damage though? Well, she doesn't damage.
Yeah. Oh,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
And then there was the Artemis arrows.
As soon as I finish this Sinister, I'll see if they still drop it. Is that the only reason for coming in here? Or is there other goodies?
Oh no, that was far from the only reason.
Mm. Well, that's a tease.
I think there was a hidden... like a little hidden wall we can go through.
Can you just cast Reflect on your whole party?
Can we cast Reflect on the whole party?
Hmm.
No, we can't.
You could cast it on Fusoya since he's such a glass cannon. Might benefit him.
It could.
Then Rose is almost knocked out too.
Yeah.
I think she's dead here. Almost.
Man, they do not play around.
Odin?
Yep. Oh, god damn!
That's so trolling.
Thanks for nothing, Odin. Yeah, I mean, I guess with his ability, it's...
That's so lame.
Yeah, supposedly instant death on all enemies, but given its the low rate of success on those sort of things.
Which is weird, since he's a summon. He should always. He always used to.
I don't know. I mean,
in 7 he had 2 attacks, right? Like he would either do a bunch of damage, or if the enemy was able to be insta killed, he insta killed them.
Yeah, if the enemy could be insta killed, he would do the Zontetskin for the insta kill. If not, he would use Gungnir, which is like a standard non-elemental attack.
What about in 9?
9. Which...
I don't know if I ever got far enough to.
Yeah, I don't recall
use them.
I don't recall what he did. What he did in 9. I think he might have. I want to say he had 2 attacks there as well. There was actually an item you could get for Garnet that when she's equipped with it, Odin will do a different ability.
Yeah, the only thing I remember from him is he wrecked that town.
Oh yeah, that was... Well, that was actually the first time we see him in that game, too.
Oh, yeah. That's like Bahamut. Bahamut wrecks Alexandria. It's so great. I mean, it's awful. Don't get me wrong. But just like, he looks so awesome. That's my favorite Bahamut out of the Final Fantasy.
Atomos as well. The scene where he annihilates Lindblum. That was actually pretty damn creepy. The way he looks in that game.
He kind of looks like Typhoon, doesn't he?
Not really. He looked more like just a giant gaping mouth that just appears out of this. That just engulfs everything in front of it. Oh, crud, she petrified Edge.
I don't think I remember him. I mean, obviously, I've seen that part, because I've gotten to the second continent, but I don't remember it that well. I remember Odin, and I remember Bahamut, but I think that was it. Bahamut destroys the tree, right?
Partially. Yeah, the tree as well.
The Great Tree, or whatever it's called. Ooh, Genji Shield. Acceptable losses.
Yes.
Is that the only enemies in here?
No, it shouldn't be. But they're about all we've been encountering so far.
This is awful. Can you cast Break on them or anything? Are they immune to everything?
I don't know. I haven't tried those kind of status effect spells. More often than not, they don't seem to do anything to the enemies you'd want them to work on.
Yeah. Well, that was another reason I liked 10 so much, was you could, like, stone touch, like, everything. Wait, what just happened?
I inadvertently skipped the Sylph summon.
Oh. That day.
Damn.
Oh, hit the wrong button. .4% chance to drop that bow.
Crud. 0.4? Damn.
5% for the bustier or whatever.
Well, then we lucked out pretty good with that, at least.
Also drops Lunar Curtain and Artemis Arrows.
Genji gloves. Our magic defense goes up, everything else goes down. I don't know if I like that as much.
What about on Edge? Oh, yep, no.
Even worse. Ooh, gold apple.
Rydia?
Rydia.
Or Edge? Who's on the bottom? Oh, yeah. I'd give it to Rydia.
Yeah.
I would. You don't have to. Is that the only way?
Now we gotta go back the other way to get to the exit, but you know, we're close enough to the exit. I think I'm gonna go back and just recover our HP and MP. These guys have actually been taking a lot out of us. A lot more than I expected they would.
They hurting, man. They hurting.
In the original game, I would come here at this point while we have Fusoya in the group, because I like having an extra character with Reflect in the party for the boss. But I wonder if they switched it around in this game, in which they might not have wanted you to come here until you're ready for the end game. We'll have to see once we actually reach the boss of this area, or even the mini bosses that they have scattered throughout, which we'll see that when we get to it.
Yeah, there's one more bow that's stronger than the Artemis bow.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, it's in the Lunar Ruins.
Oh, okay. Wait, the Lunar Ruins, is that the Is that the bonus dungeon in the GBA game? Because that's not in this version.
This isn't the complete collection either, is it?
No, it's not. The PSP game? No, unfortunately. I wish, like I said before, I wish they had done that for the Steam version instead of the DS version.
Alright, well, never mind. Anyway, it's the Artemis bow.
Yeah.
Or the Perseus bow.
Oh!
Why Perseus is better than Artemis, I have no idea. He killed Medusa, that's all he did. He's a chump. He's a chump! Heard it here first. Yeah, so... Moon Maiden's the only way to get it. So you'll have to rely on that 0.4% drop if you really want it.
Yeah.
Man, that's like the Artemis bow in 12. Such a pain in the ass to get. I'm pretty sure it was 12. Strongest bow. Best by the signatures. Yep. So in 12, the way you get some of the better stuff is you have to... Enemies will drop items that are quote-unquote useless, and you have to sell them like in a certain... like certain amounts. I don't think you have to sell them in a certain order. But you have to sell them in certain amounts to the bazaar.
Nice.
Yeah. And the way you get the Artemis bow is you get 2 Great Serpent Fangs and a Sylph Halican. I'm probably pronouncing that super wrong, so I'm sorry. Anyway, the fangs are pretty easy to get. The Halicans, because there's like a bunch of different ones, they're dropped by these giant elemental floaty orb things.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah. Which, you know, they always show up in certain areas. Like, and if you're running through and you kill him and he doesn't drop it, then you can like go save, reload, and then it'll be there again. So they're kind of easy to grind, and they drop fairly regularly, I would say. I didn't have any trouble getting those. But then you need 2 moon dusts. Now let me tell you how dickish Final Fantasy XII is when it comes to the best weapons. So moon dusts. Where'd they go? There we go. Okay, so moon dusts are only dropped... I don't think you can steal them. Let me see. Let me double check. No. You can poach, which I have no idea what that is. Because it's been forever. So they're only dropped by these little things called Moos. M-U.
Oh yeah, them.
And they're the little big purple bunnies that only show up in one area of the game, and they have a super, super low chance to drop this, right? And it's in this area that's covered in fog. There's a couple trees. There's like trees everywhere. It's covered in fog, so it's really hard to see. And enemies in that game are like always on screen, walking around. So a way that they quote-unquote enhanced, you can enhance the drop rate, is by killing multiples of the same enemies. The more you kill the same enemies over and over again, the higher their drop rate is. You create a chain. And chaining those little bastards is like the worst thing ever, because they only spawn in like 2 parts of this map, and they're like on opposite ends of the map.
Mm-hmm.
But while you're running through this thing, you can't see where you're going. And you can't see the enemies in front of you until, like, they're right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you end up, like, you'll be able to kill, like, 2 or 3 of them, and then all of a sudden, like, some dude comes out of nowhere and, like, attacks one of your characters, which that game has a lot of... I forgot what they called it, but pretty much an auto-battle system.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll attack one of your characters, and you're trying to run, and your one character will just turn around, like, smack them, and they die. And it breaks your chain. I spent, like, 4 hours trying to get that second drop. Like, I got one, and then I spent, like, 4 hours trying to get the second one. Never happened. Worst thing ever. Nice.
Genji armor is nice.
Do you get his sword, too?
I don't know if we get a sword, actually. I think all the Genji equipment is armor.
You're probably right.
Holy crap, they just murdered Edge.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Well, Silence worked on one of them, at least.
Nice. The Genji gloves is a relic that gives the dual wield ability.
In this game?
That's what it says.
Really? That I wasn't aware of. I knew it did that in 6.
Oh wait,
Because-
hold on. Yeah, I'm looking at 6, my bad.
Yeah, because that what it was in 6 was it was an accessory that lets you dual wield.
The Genji equipment returns in the after... Oh, that's the after years. Nobody cares. Originally translated as samurai equipment, it was corrected to Genji equipment in all the remakes. The complete set can be found in blah, and blah comes with the set equipped when blah and blah and blah.
Yeah, in the Super NES North American Final Fantasy IV, or Final Fantasy II, I guess, it was called Samurai Armor, Gloves, etc.
Alright, so you're right. That's 13. There's 12. I know it's in 12.
Yeah, Genji equipment's in most of the Final Fantasy games. It's usually as some of the higher tier equipment. Genji helmet.
Ooh, do you think if they do put it on Steam, it'll be the international version?
12?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you happen to know if 10 is the international version?
I have not booted it up yet, my friend. Because in 12, you actually had jobs. In the international version.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. In the international version, it had jobs, whereas otherwise 12, everybody can do everything.
Yeah.
You can equally suck at everything.
That's the version I'm familiar with. And, because I know in the international version of 10 was where they had a lot of the bonus fights with the dark Eidolons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It says HD remaster.
Yeah. So hopefully they use the international version instead of the vanilla version.
Yeah. Because I've been watching a guy play through it the PS4 version,
Hmm.
and this was like
Oh, there it is. There's the...
Behemoth.
Yes.
He looks weird.
He's... Yeah,
Protects?
Behemoth... Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
It's right there. Ow. Anyway, in the PlayStation 4 version, at least, you can choose which one you want to play.
Huh.
Like, I think it's always set in the international, but you can choose whether you want to use the international sphere grid or not,
Uh-huh.
which is different from what we're used to. And you can also, on the fly, change which music you want to listen to, if you want to listen to the original music or the arranged.
Oh, wow, they have arranged music, huh? Interesting. Neat.
I'm just gonna check the achievements and see if it, What? Oh, nobody cares about Kamari.
Yeah, Behemoth counterattacks almost everything. Oh god, even when we miss. And I think even magic he'll counter with Maelstrom. That's the one that drops everyone's HP to single digits.
Is he a boss or just a random encounter?
No, this is like a this was actually a fixed encounter.
Ah, okay.
So he was one of the he was the mini boss that I was referring to earlier.
The achievements don't say anything about Dark Chocobos. It might say on the store page, though, right?
Why is Cecil missing all the time?
Because he's got little girly arms.
I guess.
I don't know.
Let's give this a try.
I told you I upgraded my graphics card not too long ago, right?
Oh,
No?
not sure actually.
Okay, well I recently upgraded my graphics card.
Okay.
To a Radeon R7 370. It's got 4 gigs of RAM. Or memory on it, whatever. Anyway, it's like the one that's right under before they get to stupid, ridiculous prices. Anyway, the recommended graphics card for Final Fantasy X HD is worse than the graphics card that I was using previously.
Oh.
So, if that tells you, viewers, anything about what the PS4 is rocking versus what you can do with a PC,
Oh boy.
Master Race all the way, bitches. See, consoles are actually holding games back because they have to downgrade for consoles. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
don't know if I want to get into the whole console versus PC thing.
That's because we already know. We're better. Come on.
Well, admittingly, I have been playing more of the recent games on PC, but PC and Wii U, basically.
Well, that's just because you're a Nintendo fanboy. But it's okay.
Yeah, probably. I'll admit it.
And I would be too if they let me use a controller instead of stupid motion controls.
Well,
But
the Wii U hasn't done motion controls that much. It's mostly been the gamepad
it's
that
not
I
really
think
a
turns
controller,
off
though.
most people.
Yeah. Like,
We got another Manuva bustier that I
Nice.
guess we can give to Rydia.
yeah, like GameCube controller, awesome. N64, kind of awkward, but it worked really well.
At least the Wii U does have a an adapter you can use that lets you use the
The 64 controller? Or the
GameCube controller.
Nice. Okay. Key features, characters, monsters, and environments have been fine-tuned to HD detail, providing a richer, deeper Final Fantasy visual experience. Other features in the PC version include remastered/arranged BGM, International Edition content, autosave, and 5 game boosters, including high speed and no encounter modes. That's what the store page says.
Yay.
Which, no encounters was on armor anyway, so what'd you miss?
I don't know. 99%. Oh, I see it.
Yep, way down there in the corner.
You son of a bitch. Well,
Just...
I'm not gonna backtrack for it right now.
Get it on the way out.
Yeah. Well, maybe not on the way out, but just might do it off camera then.
Well, that makes me happy that it's the international version. Makes me extra happy.
Yes.
Like, I was amazed when I saw it anyway, and then... yeah, that just kind of adds to it, because I haven't played any of the international stuff. Did they even announce that they were putting it on here? Or were they just like, here you go?
10? 10 you
Yeah.
mean? Only like within like I think the week before it was actually released.
Yeah, because they were just, it was just like, alright, fine.
Because when I posted it and tagged you on that, that was the first I had seen of it. And
well, that was
I
the
knew
first.
and I knew that you would be psyched for it because I knew you loved 10.
Yeah, well, they gave me 8, and I was like completely happy with that. And oh, I got 10. Like, boom. Those are my 2 favorites. 12's fun to play. That's about it. Storyline and everything's awful.
Really, Cecil, he's paralyzed and you still miss him.
Is that because he's got some kind of equipment that's lowering his accuracy?
I don't know.
What's accuracy? Speed?
No, there is an accuracy stat, 90, which
Oh, there it is.
the Luster Sword gives him the best accuracy stat.
try it. Yeah,
We'll
might as well.
give it a try for a little bit. Oh.
I'm playing a game.